Get yourself sorted. We'll be deploying shortly. Enemy soldier incoming. Coming. Enemy soldier incoming. Enough practice. Time for the real thing. Plunder. The job's simple. Secure more cash than the enemy. Mark a drop point for your team. You'll lead them in.
That's our drop zone! Get ready!
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Extraction is standing by. Mark an LZ for pickup. Enemy UAV overhead. UAV overhead. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. into the area. Watch the skies. Enemy UAV overhead. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. soldier incoming. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy dropping into the AO. Locate and secure cache. Be advised, enemy attack chopper incoming. Take it down and secure the cache. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Back online. Back online.
Soldier incoming. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
It's a great level.
Flash, and I still
You
get
guys
him.
fucking suck. You guys fucking suck. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You guys fucking suck. I hope you have a great night. You guys wanna buy?
You're a mouth breather.
Shut the fuck up.
That's a fucking birth defect.
Shut the fuck
You
up.
fucking mouth breather.
You have a little penis. Shut up.
Shut the fuck up. And your breath stinks. Brush your fucking
You have a
teeth,
little
stupid bitch.
penis. You're mad about that.
You're mad because you have your flavor on his last name.
You're mad that your penis is
I
not
fucked your
satisfied.
mom.
afterwards, the rocket will pitch downrange to the northeast, fly along the eastern coast of the United States. If you are in states of Georgia or the Carolinas, and you happen to be up at 3 in the morning, you might be able to catch a glimpse of Falcon 9 tonight as she flies northeast. After stage separation, the first stage, 10:58 on its 6th flight, will make a landing attempt on Just Read the Instructions, which is stationed downrange for tonight's launch. And then also Go Searcher and Go Navigator, two traditional Dragon recovery vessels but serving fairing recovery duties today, are also stationed downrange to make 2 fairing recovery attempts after splashdown. So those will all be occurring in the northern Atlantic. The second stage, meanwhile, will head into an initial parking orbit prior to a coast phase, and there will be a very brief, about 1 second burn to enter a more circular orbit, and resulting in Starlink deployment about an hour after launch. 60 Starlink satellites on board, no rideshare payloads or anything, just a pretty standard Starlink mission, like we've been seeing many of this year, making up the majority of SpaceX manifest, in fact. But yeah, overall, pretty standard mission profile for Starlink tonight, and one that we've seen a couple times this year, and we'll see many more throughout the rest of the year.
And we have a question to start us off. This is a question we're going to get a lot tonight, so I think it's a good one to start with. Ray of Light asking, why does the SpaceX site, I think they mean the YouTube channel, say live in 4 hours at 6:10 a.m. Chris?
Yes. Good question. We don't know. Sometimes that little encoder for the time is a bit confused. But nothing that we have heard, nothing from SpaceX, nothing from the reps here at the 45th indicate that anything other than a target liftoff at 3:13 a.m. is what is planned here today. And unlike the last Starlink mission, which went from 39A, which had a couple of launch windows in the day, correct me if I'm wrong, Michael, but I have not seen a dual launch window for this particular one, only the 3:13 a.m. target.
This was the second opportunity of the day based on the opportunities they published a couple of days ago, so this already is the second opportunity they had.
Well, that explains why I haven't heard of a second opportunity, because we're in the second opportunity. Great. As we say, there's a lot to keep track of throughout everything, but yeah, so then there we go. This was, as Michael said, the second opportunity of the day. So yeah, no idea why that 6 a.m. thing is there, but it's definitely not for this mission. Definitely not.
You can usually, in the description of the YouTube video, SpaceX puts the launch time, and you will find that on today's video, that does match with 3:13 a.m. Eastern time. And when they do update the YouTube video, usually those descriptions are updated at the same time, so that's usually a good way to double check if it's an error or an actual time change. But I can tell you this would not be the first time that SpaceX has entered the wrong start time on their YouTube channel, so don't read
it'll
too
be
much into that.
I was going to say, and what will be fun for Sunday's attempt? When it comes 2 hours after the local time change here, but not yet for where you are out in California, Michael. That'll be fun.
You better remind me about that, because that could
I will.
That could screw me up.
I will. Yes, we're going to watch that. But yes, the next Starlink is scheduled shortly after a time change here on the East Coast on Sunday, so that will be intriguing.
Another question about what are the flashing lights on the lightning towers for?
Yes. So, go ahead, Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a pretty standard thing for any tall structures, especially near facilities with aircraft flying around the time. There's a couple airstrips here at Cape Canaveral and Patrick Space Force Base. Those are just basically awareness lights on top of the tallest towers, and you'll see them at a lot of the tall structures and buildings here at Cape Canaveral. So when there are range security helicopters and other aircraft flying around the area, especially at night, it's nice and visible where the nice tall structures are. So that's an aviation safety item. Those towers, of course, are the lightning protection system at Pad 40. There are 4 towers there. If you look at any of the major pads here at Cape Canaveral, you'll see they all have some form of lightning protection. Over at 39A, it's just in the form of the one big lightning rod on top of the crew tower. At 39B, there are 3. Are there 3 or 4 at 39B? Actually, there are 3. Okay, I'm not going crazy. 3 towers over at 39B. There's a couple at the Delta 4 Heavy pad, a couple at the new Blue Origin pad 36. So that's a standard feature across all the pads here at Cape Canaveral, as lightning is pretty common around these parts. And you don't want your rocket to get struck by lightning, so they put those lightning towers up to protect the facilities.
Yep, and a couple of super chats, Moldy Space Industries, thank you for the $5. I'm going to regret it in the morning and during my lab, but glad to be awake and here for the hashtag Thomas Fan Club.
Always appreciated.
Marco, thank you for the membership, and Flex says, thanks for the coverage as always. Here's a question. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, and I was going to say, and speaking of always, I was giving them a chance to get finished up here. We have two of our photographers here with us. One here on the causeway with us. Stephen Marr is here getting set up next to us, but also joining us, not physically with us, but across the river in Titusville, is Julia. Julia, are you up on stream right now?
Why, yes, I am. Good morning, evening, whichever it is for you around the world. I'm gonna try that streak shed again. So, and I'm here to answer questions if you got any.